All right. So I'm going to tell you a story of when I started this business. Oh, Vicky's excited for the story. Back in 2018, in the olden days, before there were viruses and vaccines. Okay, there were vaccines, but whatever. I started this business, and every single thing I did, I included my sponsor. Every single thing. It was all I knew, and it worked. It worked because it created a fun environment. Jen and I got to play off each other, brainstorm. How could we help this person together? I wasn't alone. I signed up Susan, and Jen knew Susan. She knew what Susan struggled with. We could go back and forth to try to help Susan, and the conversation was fun. Susan opened up. It was like our little friendship chat. It was really, really good. And guess what? People stayed on their products more. Interesting. So then I get really into my business, right? And it's been, 8 months or something. And I'm senior gold and things are getting busy. And I found a runner, and she ran. She started chats with me all day long. I would wake up, I would open my phone, and I would see 20 new chats every morning. And I was like, whoa. It was crazy. It was busy. I was grateful for her, as you would be too, to have somebody that was a go-getter like that, right? But she kind of let me lead the conversations. She didn't say much. She just started those chats, and then she kind of took off. And I did them myself. And we utilized Jen a lot. Then we ended up bringing Jen into the chats because it was like, oh gosh, it used to be just me and Jen, and now it's kind of me alone with this girl. She's not doing anything. She's just giving me busy work all the time. And she was also kind of salesy in her messages. So I had to come and kind of like make everything okay again. And then we brought Jen in, and Jen and I would talk with this person and connect with them and then sign them up. And it's like, well, great. We signed them up under her, and she's not going to connect with them. And guess what? She left. She left high and dry. She was on her way to senior gold, and she took off like at the speed of lightning. And she is long gone now. And I got stuck with all the pieces. But thankfully, I had chats and relationships with these people. And because of that, a lot of them are still around today. A lot of them are in our Aspire chat. And it's because I connected with them. One was Danielle. Danielle's still here. She went through that chaos. She's still around. And she loves this business, right? So the point of the story is, when I got overwhelmed and I was frustrated and I felt taken advantage of, and she left, there was a decision that was made between Jen and I that was like, we can't be in all these chats. We just can't. How are we going to focus? That's when I actually sat at Senior Ruby for 11 months. Okay, so I was Senior Ruby, not Senior Gold. What am I talking about? I sat there for 11 months because I was helping her so much. I never did my own business. And we said, enough of all these three-way chats. We can't do it. If someone wants the business, we'll do a three-way chat because that's important, right? And so then started this thing that when someone wants a business, you start a chat with them. And we completely let go of connecting with the happy wholesalers. And I think that is something that we've been missing. And so this weekend, we kind of did an experiment. Jen and I and Vicki and I, we went through our people. We scrolled up in chats. So say I have Susan. That's just always my example name. I scroll up in Susan chat. And this was a good reminder for me too, to just get Susan on my mind. Oh, Susan joined in June. She wanted to lose weight. I got her on the Slim Active Ease. She wasn't seeing enough with the Ease. So now I'm talking to her about adding something else on. There's Susan right there. She kind of ignores me, blah, blah. That's Susan in a nutshell. So what I did is I started a chat with Jen, and I said, hey, Susan, this is Jen. I've been taking Plexus with Jen for 2.5 years here. Jen, meet Susan. Susan joined in June. She ordered the Slim Active Ease. She loves the drinks. She's not feeling much of a difference with Ease, and so I've been talking to her about adding something else on. And then I say really shortly, and we're going to give you this script. I just wanted to create this chat so we had another person to help support you and share advice or new product information. And so what it did is it kind of awakened Susan. It was the weirdest thing. She talked. Not only did she talk, but we got to talk about what is she taking and when. And it was like I got more authority in what I was saying. I wasn't just somebody trying to convince her of something. I got more authority because I added in someone else who had authority. And we got down to business and talked about Susan. What does she want? What does she need? Let's troubleshoot. And so it surprised us. Vicki added me to a chat, someone that was pretty silent. And she brought up her interest in starting the business this summer. Vicki was like, what? Because it was like a rebirth of this person and talking about who are they. And it's like two people here to help them on their journey. And they loosened up. It wasn't so much about someone's trying to convince me to buy something and buy more products and more products each month. But, oh, maybe these people actually know what they're talking about. And they're just here to help me. And so it was like, I don't think I've talked to these people that much ever. And then this weekend we were chit-chatting and like, even like funny, like some people were like, LOL, right? That we like had this little bonding moment with them. And so what happens over on Jen's other team, some of you know about this, some of you don't. She has another team where a lot of them have gone jewel. So it's basically like 5 jewels, right? And so we started to implement what they did with morning rounds, and it seems to be going well. Now, this is another thing that they do right when they add someone. Okay, so that we've talked about backtracking. We're going to backtrack. It's going to be crazy. Oh, I think I got 10 chats started with Jen this weekend. It was a lot of work. It was a lot of work to scroll through, find when they started, what they ordered, and summarize for Jen what they did. You got to put in the work though, because what came out of it was amazing. I got this girl, I know she's going to keep ordering. I know it. And before I was unsure and I didn't really have a good relationship with her. So it is absolutely worth it. So not only are we going to backtrack with each person, but we're going to do this going forward. So when you add someone new, that is when they are the most excited. They're nervous, they're like unsure. And in that moment is when you introduce them to your sponsor. And that's what I used to do with Jen. I'd be like, oh my gosh, Jen, this is Sarah. This is Sarah. And she just started on the pink drink shakes and Metabird. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for her. And Jen comes in, Sarah, so nice to meet you. Oh my gosh, you're gonna love it. What flavor shakes did you get? You got vanilla? Oh my gosh. You know, it's like this whole like, so exciting. And so then like now Jen and I, we both know Sarah. So God forbid I ever take off in this business and Jen's left high and dry. She knows Sarah. She knows all about Sarah from the beginning. And Sarah is a little looser. She's not so uptight with Jenny coming to check in on what she's doing like a mom. No, she's got like this friendly new chat where people care about her. And Jen and I can talk on the side and be like, oh, Sarah seems a little, I don't know, turned off to that idea. Maybe we can do this. Okay, yeah, let's do it like this, right? So we have that support. And another thing, so with the other team, that's what I was talking about. So Megan Ashman, if you guys know, she adds 5 trillion people. And at the end of the day, what good is it if you add 5 trillion people and you lose them all? Horrible, right? Like you will never get ahead. It will be exhausting and frustrating. So what she does when she adds someone, and I believe they're still doing this, right away, she makes a chat with her sponsor, Megan. Hi, oh, hi, she started with us. Yay. Everything's so positive and fun. And then the sponsor comes in and says, oh my gosh, I'm so excited for you. we have this really awesome referral program. And there's a script. There's a script you can easily copy and paste, and I'll be creating it to sound more like me, and I'll be putting it in your chat. Because what we've been doing is we sign these people up, and we're so busy. We've got 5 Zooms today. We've got more people to add. We've got posts to put up. We're so busy that our customer care is lacking, and we are losing these people. And this piggybacks off of the conversation we had yesterday about pushing people. We don't push people to make a dime for ourselves. We push people to show them how they can get their products paid for, how they can help other people in their life. Every single person you sign up knows someone else who's struggling. The degree of struggle, all over the board, but everyone knows someone, and they don't even think about it. This is their private little health journey they're taking. It's very, very private to them, right? And we respect that, and we understand that. That's the difference. We understand it. We know it. We've talked together about this. We know people are defensive. They're nervous. They don't want to tell anybody. But we don't accept that as their story. Not for us to sign people, but to help them grow. Why wouldn't we help them get their products paid for? That's an amazing blessing. Why wouldn't we help them share this with others? That's an amazing blessing. So it doesn't mean that you come in full force. You got to share. Get your post up. Hey, I didn't see you posted. Get your post up. Tag me. You don't treat people like that, right? But you don't not bring it up. There's a middle ground. And what we've done is we've let the person signing up rule, because we don't want to step on toes. And that's not our job. We are experiencing all the beauty of this business, and it's not our job to have them not experience it, to keep them, in their understanding and keep them okay over here and comfortable. We're not doing them any favors by that, right? This is not like an in the closet kind of thing. I get it. Some people are private and don't want to talk about it. Maybe they don't want to even share that they have weight struggles or some autoimmune issue. That's okay, right? But over time, we help them become stronger people and more confident and feeling better with their products. And they will see the benefit of sharing this with others. Now, whether they become gold or keep going in the business, who knows? That's totally up to them. And you will be surprised by some, and you'll be sad by some, that you're like, oh my gosh, they have such potential. Why wouldn't they want to do this? But you go with the flow. We are not here to force, but we are here to enlighten them to what we found. And by having another person in the chat, you have help with that, and we can do it in a fun back and forth sort of way. By no means is this like, okay, I'm bringing in Jen right now to my chat so I can have extra enforcement to force this person to the business, to force them to see the light. That is not what we are doing. Jennifer Cobb, I was talking about you right now. She does not come in to force people to do the business. This is about connection. This is about fun, and we will slowly help each person be comfortable in their own way, but we cannot keep them comfortable. You know what I mean? Our job is to help them to blossom as a person in more ways than just health, which is like, right? Every single human would like these products for free. Every single human would like an extra paycheck. Every single human would like to see other people in their life feel better. All of them want that. They just think that it looks like being that salesy girl they see on Facebook. They just think it's sales. I don't like sales. Your job is to show them it is not. This is about helping people. And heck yes, you deserve to have your products paid for. You do. That's why Plexus set it up this way. Help others, you get your products paid for. Brilliant. So that's what we're going to do. And we're going to have these friendly environments. So it's going to take work to backtrack. Some of you thankfully are new. You don't have a lot of backtracking to do. Some of us have a buttload of backtracking to do. It's going to take a lot of time, but we have tested it just now and in the past when I first started. It works. I still remember some of the people I was in chats with. Jen does too. Like, we remember their names, and they didn't do the business. We remember these people because we cared. We invested time, you know, and like, okay, one example is Vicky had Diesel. We don't know why her name was Diesel, but it was Diesel. We will never forget Diesel, okay? But because we have this connection relationship, I would feel totally fine talking to Diesel again. Diesel may join us again because we had a Diesel?
Diesel.
Stop.
Diesel.
Diesel? No. It's Diesel.
Her name is Dee, and it was something else with her name on Instagram or something. Diesel.
Have you been saying it Diesel this whole time in your head?
Yeah. So I had to jump in. I couldn't take it.
Yeah, and you said Diesel, didn't you? Yeah, Diesel? Gosh! Oh my gosh, maybe I don't know her that well. Okay, but
we didn't voice message. It was so long ago we didn't have voice messages.
You're right. So that was Diesel. I can't. What a horrible name. Sorry. It's spelled Deezal. Okay, so there you go. But the point is, even though she's been gone for like over a year, I mean, we know that she struggled with finances. She still struggled with confidence in posting. She liked the products. Heck, we could get Diesel back. Seriously, you know, you have this, like, it's a friendship. It's so weird. And it's just very hard to do that one-on-one, especially when we're so busy. So that is what our plan is. So I'm going to roll it out. I'm going to give you scripts. It's gonna take work for the backtracking and all of that, but going forward, it's gonna be so good. I promise you. We can do this together. We can be friendly, inviting people. What do you think, Jen? Since you hopped on.
I know. This was like a last minute. I got my Chick-fil-A. Excited. All right. So
how did it go this weekend?
With what? Oh, with us?
Yeah, with doing the chat.
So good, you guys. It was so good. So we used to do this, like you probably already said all this, Jenny, but we did this like when we started, and then it got to be too much that we were like, oh, it's just too many chats, so let's just do business builders only. And then having listened to like Brooke Hemingway and Emily Gibson, and then like I think what's sparking it too is these morning rounds, honestly, because I feel like it's bringing up people, you know, like we're seeing people that are on your morning rounds, you know, and basically it's like, well, who are these people? Like, why are they not ordering? Why are they only ordering the pink drink, you know? And so all of us being together, there's just different perspectives, you know, and people relate differently to different people. That's why three-way chats are good for everything. You know, they're good for the business. They're good for the product takers, because I mean, there are three-way chats that Jenny and I have been on that like people would not respond to her, but they'll respond to me, and vice versa. Like that is, and it doesn't mean that I'm better at it or Jenny's better at it. It just means like, it's just who people vibe with, you know, and we can't predict that. So by putting another person in is another element. And then even though it's only a three-way chat or four-way chat, if somebody's brand new, it may have to, you know, be a four-way chat situation, you know, just look at it as like, this is another touch. This is another touch on that person. And I think that's what's going to, I think that's what's just going to make it more natural. It's a little community. It's a community, you know, like a three-way chat builds community. It's like, oh wait, the two of these girls are doing this? Like they're doing, this is their business? Wait, they're normal people? Oh my gosh, they have kids? Oh my gosh, they have, you know, they have normal lives? Yeah, we do, you know? And so I think that's going to be a big part of it, is just being able to normalize kind of what we do. And you're not just one-on-one like, hey, do you want to share? Do you want to do this business? Like, it's not going to be like that at all. So I just think naturally, first of all, if it works for the best of the best, I consider the best of the best, like Emily and Brooke. They're like my favorite people because they are hard workers. Like I'm starting to really love Christina Williams too. She's becoming like another favorite of mine. I love Robin, but Robin's so intense. Like I feel like that she's a different kind of, but when we have to look at the people who have succeeded and who are still succeeding, like they're still working. There's so many diamonds out there that have great videos and trainings, but they're not working their business anymore. So I think we have to look to the people who are still doing it day in and day out. And this taprooting is no joke. Like people rank up like this. I don't know if you guys know Allie McPhail. She's My Style by the Sea. She ranked emerald by doing this, like literally by doing this. So think about your team, think about your back office, and then think about that back office becoming your network. That's your network. Like you have a network of how, so I wish I knew people's numbers. I wish I could look and go like, Vicky, you have 300 people in your back office. Like maybe she does. That's her network. That's her network. So we're going to reach into that network together as a team, and we're going to pull people out of there. Cause you don't, like when people say I'm done, I reached out to my warm market, I'm done. You are not done. Like there is so much more work to be done. So I don't know. I just think it's going to be great. And it is going to be more work at the beginning, but I think we'll get a handle on it. Just like these morning rounds, right? They were really stressful the first week. And don't you guys feel like, you guys are like sending them in, like boom, 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 getting them done yourself. Like, so I think it's going to be like that. It's going to be a little bit more work at the beginning, but the end result is going to have everybody's numbers. We're not just going to be re-ranking. We're going to be beating our highest points every single month and growing and growing and growing. So that's really it. Is there anything else you wanted me to touch on, Jenny?
No, I love it. And I wanted to, when you brought up Brooke and Emily, and Christina and Brittany, these people, you guys, they are business people, okay? And that can intimidate you, or it can make them look harsh. But they also have some of the biggest hearts in the entire world. It's crazy. They are not cold-hearted people. They have bursting, passionate hearts. And so that's what they're doing. They are helping people come out of their shells. It's like no human left behind, no ambassador left behind. You are not being an annoying bug. You are creating this great, environment to help them rise up into. And you have a whole other friend to do it with you. And they're going to see our friendships. If it's just you talking to someone, they don't know what the heck we're doing over in our chats, or that we actually like each other and have a blast. They get to see, I'm like, oh, Jen, and she's like, yeah, oh, Jenny, this. But we don't just, talk about ourselves. Obviously, then we bring the girl in. It's like we're women. We can do that, So anyway, I just want to touch on that because I'm not a pushy person. If someone calls me pushy, that hurts me. I don't want to be labeled as pushy, but I do love to push people because I've seen the benefit of growing myself, what that's brought for me. So when I say oh my gosh, you can go for gold this month, it's not, would you get your butt going? Let's get you to gold for me. Come on, right? It's oh my gosh, I've lived it. I've seen it. That is where you are going. And it is so amazing. That is so many other people to bless. So much more fun with this business. A bigger income for you in your life. It is all things excitement. And that's what we need to be for these people. Don't label them. Oh, they might not be interested, because they didn't bring it up, or they're quiet, or they're crabby. Some people are freaking crabby, right? So, we wouldn't touch that. And I get it. It's awkward. It's really awkward when they're you can feel the prickles. You don't want to go near that prickly fence. It's awkward to then say, oh, well, we have a referral program. It's hard, right? So what do? I bring in my friend Jen, and it's oh, I feel safer. Okay, she knows what I'm dealing with this prickly lady. Vicky and we had a really prickly lady yesterday, but we worked around it. She was about everything, every product, and when she took it, and her schedule was so hard, and she was just, there was no loosening her up. But I think we got there. I think we loosened her up. And so that's that's what we're going to do. We're going to loosen people up. We're going to show them kindness. We're going to show them fun. We're going to show them what this really is. It's not going to be an instant copy and paste conversation either. It's over time. And now you also have a whole other person, which for some of you would be me, who knows who the heck your person is and what they ordered. And you just have someone there with you through the struggle and confusion and how to handle it, you know? You're not alone.
Jenny, so I'm going to add you and Jen to a chat with my cousin, and I'm going to leave the chat.
Well, that is a whole other situation.
She's been ordering for months and months. I'm sure she doesn't take the products. I'm like, why are you doing this? But
family is different. I'm in a chat with her, aren't I? Oh, I'm not? Okay, right. Let's start by adding my sweet self and see how it goes. Family's crazy. What can you do? But we don't give up on family. We will try.
no, she really needs the products. She really does, but
This is, and see, you get like about family.
I'm like, I'm not at her house to like, take this pill now, darling. And
add me and we'll see what we can do. Like that's the other thing. We're gonna still lose people, but it's gonna not be so bad. Because how horrible is it to go out there and keep like fighting to add people, and you haven't even cultivated enough with the existing person, and they may drop off. That is the most frustrating thing. And I really think that's why we're not getting ahead with our numbers. I really do. Jen's nodding. Like a lot of this is a lot of thought. Like, I don't know if you guys know, we were saying this, Jen and I worked all day Saturday, like all day. And by work, it means a lot of talking, voice messages. We're not like ignoring our whole family sitting here like, yeah, go have your Saturday.
Braden's laughing. He's sitting right next to me and he's laughing.
Hi, Braden. You can work at the same time. How's your Chick-fil-A?
How's your Chick-fil-A?
I love the salads.
We get 3 Cobb salads. I have to tell the story because I just came in here. I'm like, I got Chick-fil-A. Jenny asked me about the call and I'm like, I'm going to get Chick-fil-A. It's our Monday thing.
It's a Cobb thing.
3 Cobb salads. Yeah.
Wait, what was I saying?
Oh, about us chatting and working on Saturday.
Yes. And we're like, I don't know if people know that we still work. I don't know if they know. Like, we're working all day. We're always trying to better things. Mm-hmm. And so this conversation was a lot of hours, and Vicky as well. Vicky is like in it. She wants things to work. She wants it to be seamless. She wants it to be easy for everybody. And we want to know what works. And so there was a lot of time and thought, voice messages, like all day, basically Saturday and Sunday, to come to this place and say, this is going to be awesome. And of course, it's your own business. You do what you want to do. But this is, we've been doing this 2.5 years. We've been planning, we voice message all the time, every single day. And this was something we really thought hard on, and I think it's going to be amazing. So we're going to roll it out.
Who's excited about it? Show us in the chat. I feel like you guys are quiet.
Ooh, Barb said something. Can't read it. Yeah, you can unmute. You can talk. I'm great at pushing without being pushy. Thank you.
That's
okay. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes, yeah. Sharon.
Okay. So this is what I am most excited about, because this is what I'm most afraid of. Absolutely scared to death.
To push people away, offend them,
to bring you into the chat, wondering how they'll feel, what they'll think. But I'm not opposed to it. Don't get me wrong. I'm just scared of it. And that's why I haven't ever done it. So I'm excited. If we're all doing it, I'm doing it, and I'm happy to do it. So
here's the thing, that it's mostly in your head because you do not know how they'll respond. Like, I get it. Like, some of your people have been a little like, it's true. They have.
Yes.
And we're like trying to be friendly and they're like silent. Like, okay, some people are like that, right? And we'll deal we'll deal. Maybe they really, really want one-on-one. Fine. Then they're a one-on-one person, you know, like we're going to try though. And so as long as you know, like you have to, here's how you feel about her being scared and pushing her away. But more than that is your belief in what we're doing and your friendship with me and how this is going to be helping her. That is your bigger feeling. You know?
Yes.
We just do it because you're proud and you know it's the right thing, that we're not here to attack. We're here to help.
Exactly. Right.
And
Cool.
they like it, Sharon. Like I literally, I think, I mean, if I would screenshot if I could right now, but I really think I actually wrote in a chat to Vicky and Jenny, I'm nervous. I think those were my exact words. Like, here we go. I'm nervous.
Yeah.
Like, and it's been fine. Like, I mean, granted, it's only been a few chats, you know, but it has been fine. And people are opening up to it. Cause I think it actually makes it less weird. Because sometimes like that one-on-one is super intimate. So think about it. When you bring somebody else into a chat, have you ever been like talking to somebody you feel awkward, like even in person?
Right.
And then like your friend comes into the conversation and you're like, phew, okay,
Yeah.
now I can like, you know, and so people feel that, I feel like. And so I think not being nervous or like kind of like about it would be weird. I think being like that, I think is the norm. And so, but it's been working. Is everybody gonna love it? Absolutely not. But I do think it's gonna be for the greater good, for sure.
Yeah.
I think we just need to take it for granted as part of that's what we do.
Yes, exactly. And if they comment on the side, like, why did you do that? You say, that's what we do, because, you know, it's so good to have an extra, you know, if you want to say like, oh, Jenny just knows so much about these products, you know, like that's what I love having her opinion on how to help in things I can't answer or whatever, you know?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
this is what we do. We tell her, it's good. This is great. I'm excited, you know?
Cool.
Barb said, are we adding you both to every chat or just Jenny? Just your sponsor. Lisa was kidding because she does not want to talk to her family member anymore. But right, you guys, if you're my level 1, you're going to add me to everything. Now, this is where it gets a little if look, I don't have a timer popping up because I paid for Zoom with no Plexus discount because that was ridiculous. It was so hard to make it happen. So we have unlimited Zooms. We can talk all day. So if I'm trying to think of a good example, Taylor, you've got Karina and Grace, like, oh, raise your hand. Go ahead. Yeah. You're muted. Okay.
Quick question.
Yeah.
So I have somebody that I've been talking to. She's expressed interest in the products multiple times over, but continuously ghosts me when I send her the info that she wants. I even sent her the, girl, are you ghosting me? Or like, did I scare you away? And I sent the Forrest Gump gif of running away and she read it. How can I like bring her, right, would I add my mom to that chat to try to liven it up and bring her back?
What I've learned in this business is you are never going to know the right answer, so you might as well try.
Okay.
Because she's showing you what it's going to be. She's going to keep ignoring you, so why not? As long as you guys are friendly and kind and not like a bully, then I think it's a great thing to try.
Okay.
Right? Like that's what when you get at a standstill, you got to do something.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't know the outcome. So, weirdo. These people. Okay. So I know today's a very, very busy day. We're going to do accountability calls after this. And then, of course, now we have a whole bunch of catching up to do. Oh, we were talking about if somebody's new. Because we're going to think on that. Like, so Karina and Grace, would Grace add just Karina to her new people's chats? Or would she also add Taylor? Vicky's saying add Taylor until Karina either hits a certain level or there's like an understanding that she is ready.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of a tough one. That was the question I had this morning because I don't know. I mean, do we finally at some point, it's like, okay, yeah, you seem to be okay. Fly, little birdie. I don't know. Like, how do we know when that is? But I definitely think when they're new, it's not they need to have someone else.
Yeah, I think we know that much so far.
We'll figure it out as we go.
Figure it out. Yeah, so you need Taylor. So when Grace adds someone, she adds Karina and Taylor and introduces both, and we'll see how it goes, because it's kind of uncharted territory, and we'll kind of see.
Yeah, how would I incorporate both of them? Like I've gotten down Karina because I'm usually like I've been doing it before they actually order a lot of times, when I'm like, hey, I'm gonna bring in Karina because she's been doing this longer than me and can answer some more specific questions. And that's kind of how I've been wording it.
So you're saying you already have a three-way chat
Yeah,
with Karina by the time they sign up. So then how do you bring in another?
Right. So then how would I bring in Taylor? Or there's some people that I don't yet, that I'm just kind of still feeling out, that I don't have a three-way with Karina yet. So then how would I just jump and add 2 new people?
I think it's all, you word it the same way with the script, and you just make it like, well, this is the norm. You don't even flinch. It's awesome. Like, I'm adding my friends, da 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 da. And
We already know Karina, but now here's Taylor.
Yeah,
it's like, you
don't even think twice. Yeah,
Okay.
it's so normal. We don't even have to explain ourselves. It's just what happens.
I was like, I got it down to add Karina. Like, I know what I would say and everything. It's just adding that another extra person.
Yeah.
And I've had it where I've added Karina. I think we did this with Cassie. And Karina went, hey, I'm going to add Taylor if you don't mind, because even though I've been doing this for a little while, I still get, hung up on questions and stuff. And she's been doing this for, like years. And it's
That's
like,
a great idea. So rely on the sponsor to add the other person. So then you don't look like you're just adding people for the heck of it and who's coming next.
right. Just like, hey, here's 2 new people to talk to. Like, most of the people that I'm talking to, I know personally, and they know that Karina is my sister. So.
Well, then even more reason to bring in an outsider, right? So it's not just family, it's a professional.
Yeah.
Taylor, the professional.
Yeah, because it's like, but then they already feel somewhat comfortable with her.
And Taylor's going to make it even more comfortable because she's a fun person, right? And that's what it's going to be too, is this is going to help our people skills. When we're added to chats, we're going to learn to be fun, welcoming people, which we already are all kind of like that, you know what I mean? But it's just we're going to be putting that into practice. More of our fun, welcoming, funny selves. And so Taylor is by no means intimidating, right? She's a great addition to the group. She's knowledgeable, she's fun, nice, great resource to go find things.
Yeah, and I think the script that Jenny and Jen came up with is really good and just really light, and kind of like the last little blurb is just saying why that person was added. So yeah, we can like tailor your script, your script to fit that type of situation.
Yeah. It's just about having no fear. We can get all these, but what if this? And it might look like this. Stronger than that is, this is what we do as a team, and we're proud of it, and we love it, and it's fun, and we help people, and all the good stuff. Okay.
I just realized my camera wasn't on that whole time.
No, it's fine. We heard you.
Sorry about that.
Okay, and so this is going to be a lot of work. Obviously, we still want to focus on adding new people, but I think that'll always be a given. We'll know how to do that. But we do have to dive in. And who was I saying this to recently? To Barb. The way that the Plexus compensation plan and now the success sprints are set up is for you to dive into who's already signed up. It's not designed for you to add, and then not retain. That's exhausting, and you aren't going to get the most bang for your buck. You aren't going to get the most points or credits or paycheck by doing that. This job is it's the people business and connecting and having relationships and helping people blossom, like I've been saying. So yeah, Yay, Barb. It's going to be good. Barb's like, I got so many chats. It's going to be hard to maneuver, but it's going to be all good once it's done and we have those connections. And yeah, maybe we'll be surprised and someone will be open to the business and, you know, like, who knows? Who knows what the future holds? So, busy day, but get working on, oh, one more thing. Yes. We also talked about having a chat with your happy wholesalers. This is she dancing? Look at Taylor.
It's nap time and she's like,
oh my gosh. So Vicky shared in her chat that she thinks this should be optional for her team. I kind of agree with that, to do your group chat, but I feel like it's still good to have both. The reason is, in your small 3-way chat, so like Tanya, you, me, and your person, it's still personal with them. This is where we're going to talk about poop if need be. Like, and then the group chat is where it's like they still have a support system of people in their same boat trying these products, and we can do like a little giveaway or like the bingo thing that Beverly and Vicky are doing. You know, we still have a group chat. So I think that's still a good decision. Of course, it's up to you and your business, but I would do both. That's what I'm feeling. Yeah. All right. A lot of work to do. I'll be sending scripts and see you in 15 minutes if you want to be part of the 3-week accountability calls. And for that one, have your camera on. Barb, Sharon, Haley.
iPhone.
Push you with love. All right, you guys. See you soon. I'm excited. The Taproot down. All right. Bye.
Bye.